I tell you this, the crop of people who are supporting Peter yes, is not and can never be limited to the southeast. Okay. But if your question is about which it is, the population of people in the southeast, I think to a great extent.
No, my question is whether Nnnamdi Kanu release will affect Peter Obi's chances of winning in the southeast.
That is what
that's what
said. That is what I'm heading to.
Okay.
I said, and I repeat, to a large extent,
it's going to affect him.
It might. It's not a statement of absolute certainty.
Do you think Nnnamdi Kanu's release will affect Peter Obi's chances of winning the election in the southeast?
Well, thanks enough, my dear. I think the basic question we should even be will demand the release at all. I think that should be the basic question.
Okay, do you think it's going to be released? Do you believe federal government will be released?
Well, following the pattern of the precedent that has been set by the current president,
okay,
you will see that he's a man of uneasy means. By that I mean that he's not a man who follows protocol, by the way.
So what you're saying is not going to be released. You don't.
I doubt he will be released.
You doubt?
Yes, because if those in the position of authority had flaunted every court orders, I don't think the young man will be left free under this administration.
But somebody has promised to stand for his bail. So we did go back.
But that is a political statement, anyways. It's a statement of political convenience. That is what I call it.
Let's assume. Let's not go to that. Let's not debate whether he'll be released or not, or whether the federal government will release him or not. Let's assume he'll be released.
Okay.
And then what happens when he's released in the southeast? That's the question that's been on everyone's mind. If Nnnamdi Kanu is released, okay, what will happen to Peter Obi's supporters, considering the presidential election? Is he going to affect him? If it's going to affect him, to what extent?
Well, I tell you this, the crop of people who are supporting Peter Obi, yes, is not and can never be limited to the southeast.
Okay.
But if your question is about which it is, the population of people in the southeast, I think to a great extent.
No, my question is whether Nnnamdi Kanu release will affect Peter Obi's chances of winning in the southeast.
That is what said. That is what I'm heading to.
Okay.
I said, and I repeat, to a large extent,
it's going to affect him.
It might. It's not a statement of absolute certainty. Yeah, it might, because say some kind of people where they even support Peter Obi, some kind of those people myself, then they are followers of the other man, and now they believe say they hold this man, that the only hope where they get now to support this other man where be their own brother man, not just because say na him brother but na man where get brain where sabikwa. Do you understand? So everybody believes that he can help out solve the issue that the Nnamdi Kanu of a person is talking about. I think that is my belief.
That you're actually saying it's going to affect.
The thing is, it will affect it absolutely,
but not to that
extent. To a large extent, because if Nnnamdi Kanu peradventure is released, depending on the time period, the frame.
That's very important.
If it's released 2 weeks or 3 weeks to the election, then I tell you that it's a political ploy to weaken the base of Peter Obi or any person or the Labour Party entirely.
Or do you think the current government in power will play that card?
It's an option.
If
I was the one, and then maybe I'm in the winning party, in the ruling party, and then I see that this man poses a threat to my party's needs, and then the best thing to do is, few days to the election, you just declare that you've released the young man, and then a lot of people will be feeling off balance. But I think that is the card they might even play. You think so? Should he be released?
I think so. I think
should, which I doubt. Just
should he be released? I think he's going to be released.
I doubt.
The temptation is very high on the side of the government.
I doubt.
He's a good card to play.
I doubt.
And the confidence I have is in Kanu, that he knows they want to use him.
Yes.
And he may not really comply, whether directly or indirectly.
Well, if you know the stance of Kanu, you will know that he's really not interested in the Nigerian politics.
That's
the political system anymore as you have it currently. Now, what he's always been advocating, na say, make we no dey go vote, make everybody just stay house. Yes. Do you understand? Even though over time some people have not always followed some of those directives from some some divergent groups. Do you understand?
Let's look at it from this angle. Don't you think that his release will be a plus to Peter Obi in this sense? I think the greatest card they're going to play is to declare sit at home on election day.
Now, do you not also think that his release will be a credit to the government of the APC?
But it will be.
Now, what they can do is they can organize a very a short judgment from the Supreme Court, question everything, and they release him few days to the election. It's an option.
It's an option, but I'm thinking it could also be a plus to Obi's movement. Look at it this way.
Okay.
The greatest asset they have in the southeast could be their sit-at-home order, declaring sit-at-home on election day. That will be very difficult for any person. But sit-at-home hasn't been very effective like before. There were a lot of confusion surrounding sit-at-home, whether it's going to hold or not going to hold. But look at it this way: when Nnamdi Kanu is out of prison, that confusion goes.
All right.
You get.
All right.
Imapo Afro has always maintained. Sometimes you see him saying this sit-at-home was not declared by them. Everybody should go their normal way. And the last time the young man himself appeared, that we heard from him publicly, he made it very clear that he's here because of his people, and people should not be inflicting pains or killing each other, because that's the reason why he came here first. That's the reason why he's incarcerated.
Yes.
So I believe that if he's outside, the confusion surrounding all the sit-at-home and others may actually help Peter Obi. Just imagine if he leaves the country before election.
Now, I can tell you why I don't even believe his release will be the solution. Anyways, I don't know, because if you look at it as it is, the last time Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and then he was put in prison, the level of insecurity we have in the East now never existed.
Yes.
And that was before the second man came into prison.
Yes.
Who they claim to be whatever, and then you can see him doing some things with some social miscreants. Who are those actually inflicting pain on their own fellow Igbo people?
Fellow people. Fellow people.
And their own people too. Going around killing and maiming innocent people.
I want to understand what you're saying now. Like, that he's released will bring calm to the southeast, or what?
No, what I'm saying invariably is that it does not guarantee that, because it's easy to start a war, but stopping that war is not really. If you look at the history of Boko Haram in the north, you will understand what I'm saying.
Okay,
that started slowly, and now it snowballed into something larger.
Okay, that takes me to another thing that the arguments Professor Obi made. So they say that no sustainable peace could be achieved in the southeast without the guy in question. That's a big stakeholder in this matter.
Yes.
And those boys are loyal, not actually loyal, but very loyal to him.
Yes,
But we need him to bring peace to the southeast. How do you think about that?
in fact, a larger percentage of the agitators are staunch followers of Nnnamdi Kanu, which I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still see a lot of those staunch followers of Nnnamdi Kanu critiquing the activity of another arm of the
yes.
you know. So I doubt. But it's a good move. It will be a very nice move towards the right direction.
Releasing him, right?
That is releasing him if they can, because I doubt
if he will be released.
If he will be released, even if he will be released, just for political convenience.
I believe he will be released, and the release will bring.
What if they even talk this matter? Say, what if they release them? Tinubu come follow and come Enugu or go Abia State.
Is that possible?
It is possible.
How possible is
now
it?
They can say. Do you not know that they can ask someone who is outside the sphere of influence of the East to come and shorty him, and then Tinubu will say, "Yeah, because I want the peace and prosperity of everyone involved. I am going to play myself and then sign shorty for." Or another presidential candidate can still do so.
And he doesn't have right to stop that. I think his men are saying they don't want to do that. I don't think that will be possible. I don't even think Tinubu wants to do something.
Don't also forget the lawyer of one of the counsel to Nnnamdi Kanu said he doesn't want Soludo to be released. He doesn't want Nnnamdi Kanu to be released to Soludo. By the way, why should even Soludo go around campaigning with Nnnamdi Kanu? By the way,
he's not campaigning with him.
He was in a campaign rally or gathering that he said that
he's talking about peace.
Now this was what do you mean? This was someone you went to see last year. You saw him last year.
Do you know this guy?
You went to take photo shoots.
No.
I just believe he just went there for
this is what they discuss.
No. If this was exactly what they discussed, listen, let's not be reactionary about so many things. Once you discuss with him, he's a leader. He's even a more recognized leader in the Southeast than him that was talking that shit.
But do you expect Soludo to come out publicly what discussed privately?
No, that would be undiplomatic. But what I'm saying is the timing. We discussed with him just a few months after his arrest, and he was under the detention, and then you said nothing. We had nothing. We had no actions from you. Even when some other people were reacting, you just kept mute. You just went to the DSS custody where he took photos and then dashed out. And now it's campaign time. Now you're opening your mouth to talk about the wrong man.
Don't you think Soludo
if he had the interest, is it today that they started killing and maiming, destroying people's property?
He wasn't the governor then.
He was already the governor.
Well, then he was not sworn in. Now he has seen the reality.
No, he's been sworn in. I think the primary prerogative of any government is the protection of life and property.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Even for you to work, what I felt Soludo should have done the first 100 days in his office was to look for everlasting peace, which I thought that was what he was doing when he went to meet Kanu. And then 4 months later now, it's campaign time. It's now coming to talk about Kanu. I beg. I don't believe the sincerity of purpose. Even what he's doing in Anambra State itself is not. It's not something anybody can write home about.
Let's leave
chasing shadows.
Let's leave him out of this case and stay with our main topic of. In all, what we are saying is Nnnamdi Kanu's release will affect Obi, but not to the extent that Obi will lose Southeast. I don't think Obi will lose Southeast.
The least Obi can get from the Southeast in terms of vote should be like 50 to 55% of the vote. In the South,
yes, 51 and that.
No, I'm just being very diplomatic about
it. That's when all things being equal, or
it's a three variables. That's the economists will say.
Okay. I think Obi will get more than that in the South.
In the Southeast,
yes.
He won't. because see, the southeast is a zone where we are more divided than most of the zones when it comes to political leanings.
We'll be voting on last
there is no assurance.
Voting for Atiku.
That was because the southeast originally had been PDP as a party has a very solid structure in the southeast, irrespective of whatsoever happened. That is why even if the PDP bring out the cricket as any candidate, the likelihood of winning in the southeast is high.
But it's not working out now.
Well, people will say things are evolving.
No, some people also argue that the Southerners voted for PDP in the last election because of Obi. You can argue that. Obi was on the ballot.
No, a lot of people voted for the PDP general. Voted for Atiku because of Obi.
Because of Obi. Anyway, we'll see it in less than 2 years.
Obi is somebody I like his oratory, his prowess. At least he's young, he's vibrant, very smart, intelligent, and
better than this.
No, his business acumen and sagacity.
Yeah. He's been able to do something with his life.
Yeah, he's someone who don't get company now.
Run him. I think
no, my problem is all these people where they even contest with self.
Which company, guy?
Which company?
What the plenty company? TVC, they get them. Alpha Beta, I don't know about that one.
Now, my brother, how many has he managed? This is someone who has been on ground. He has Apti America, taken from stolen funds or
he said if you have any proof, you should talk to him.
No, but the article gate is there. I'm not the one making the accusation.
SPV.
The article gate scandal is there now. You don't need it. Listen, I'm not campaigning for no one, my brother, because it's not. I might not even vote for any of these major candidates. You see,
sure.
Well, they might not be sure. There is NMPP, and you just possibly
you vote to Apuga.
No, Apuga is only in Anambra State, my brother. Apuga does not have the prowess to win the election in the 5 Eastern Zone.
So in conclusion, now what you are saying is that Nnnamdi Kanu will not be released or might not be released.
Well, there is no certainty.
It's not certain.
Like the probability
of him being
released, my brother, over 100, I will give it 40-60.
40-60.
Yeah, 40 for him being released. But 60 for him not being released.
That's fair.
That is it.
I believe he will be released before election.
I like your faith.
I believe he will be released before election.
You know what? Believe in what you believe. Well, I pray he's released too. But I just pray he's not released just for the political gain or to use our people to play some kind of political gimmicks.
We need peace in Southeast.
Everybody likes peace.
We need peace in Southeast.
Everybody like you can remember during the time of Sullivan in Enugu State. You know how relatively peaceful everywhere.
Yes.
The cases of armed robberies around the streets went almost to zero. Unlike what we have today, So we pray his release because without peace, business cannot thrive. Without peace, you live under panic. You get the point.
Yeah, let's move to
now. You see, without peace, as you dey drain water for your house, your neighbor carry door. The water fit choke you, you go die. I swear to God.
Okay, let's shift to